Okay, in today's class, we'll see about pointer to pointer. So first, what is a pointer? You all know pointer is nothing but it is a variable which contains the address of another data variable in the memory. And pointer to pointer is nothing but that is also a variable that contains address of another pointer variable. Try to understand the difference. Pointer contains address of another data variable, whereas pointer to pointer contains address of another pointer variable, not data variable. Let us consider the declaration int a. Here we are declaring a as a data variable. And if you write int star p1, p1 is declared as pointer variable because this indirection operator star is going to tell the compiler that whatever follows that operator, that is a pointer variable which will contain address of some variable. Suppose if I write int double star p2, the meaning of double star is it is one star indicate it is a pointer to normal data variable. If you write two star, it indicates that it is a pointer to another pointer variable. So it is also known as double pointer. Likewise, you can add a triple pointer, four pointers, and so on. You can add any number of star, but every star is going to store address of something only. Now, we will see with an example so that you will understand. Before that, we will see the different way of declaring the pointer variables. Just now I told you, if you write int a, here you are going to tell the compiler that a is a normal variable. So compiler will allocate memory for variable a. It will be either 2 bytes or 4 bytes according to the compiler. And in that memory location, you can store only integer value. You can store integer value with which you can perform any arithmetic operation. Like you can perform addition, subtraction, multiplication. Likewise, you can perform logical operators. You can apply all the relational operators. Everything is possible with the data variable. Whereas in the next declaration, I am writing the statement in star p1. Now, excuse me. Now, p1 will be declared as a pointer variable and compiler allocates memory for this variable p1. So how many memory locations will be allocated? Always all the pointer variables will occupy same number of memory locations irrespective of the data type they are pointing to. In the previous class I told you in my compiler every pointer is going to occupy 8 bytes. So for this variable p1, compiler is going to allocate 8 bytes of 8 memory locations, and in those memory locations you cannot store any normal data. You can store only the address of some integer variable. And with that address, you can't perform all the operations. You can perform either addition or subtraction or increment, decrement, or otherwise you can perform logical relational operators like less than or equal to, greater than or equal to, and double equal to, not equal to. So these things we have already seen. Okay, so now in this memory, you can store only the address of another variable. Suppose if I write int star star p2, what I can store in that? How compiler allocates memory? If you see this, again you are going to tell that it is a pointer variable only because star comes. Whenever star comes, it is a pointer variable only. Irrespective of number of stars, it is a pointer variable. Now again, compiler will allocate, excuse me, 8 memory locations for this variable p2, and in those memory locations you can store address, but what address? Address of another pointer variable, because if you see, if you write single star, you can store address of a data variable, but if you write double star, you can store address of another pointer variable only. You can't store the address of another data variable. It is a pointer variable. So that is the meaning of double star. Now, let us see this with the help of a program so that you will understand. So now how I can access the value of the variable a if I go for pointer declaration. For that, we will consider two levels of pointers. One is first I am declaring a normal integer a, then I am declaring int star p1. So it is a single pointer. Then I am declaring int star star p2. So now p2 is a double pointer. Then in the memory location, I am going to have a equal to 10. Now let us see what will happen when these lines are executed. When you write int a, compiler will allocate either 2 bytes or 4 bytes of memory. Let us assume the starting address of the memory location is 2000. Then if you write int star p1, compiler will allocate 8 bytes of memory location. In my compiler it is allocating 8 bytes, maybe in yours it may be different. Okay, so int star p1, now here 8 bytes of memory is allocated, and then the starting address of the memory location is 3000. Then in star star p2, again it is a pointer variable, so 8 memory locations will be allocated by the compiler and the starting address is 4000. Now what will happen if I write a is equal to 10? Whatever memory you have allocated for the variable a, in that memory location 10 will be stored. Then in line number 8, I have p1 is equal to ampersand a. So the meaning of this is ampersand a stands for address of a. So here a is stored in the memory location 2000. So 2000 will be now fetched and then that will be stored in the pointer variable p1. Now coming to the next statement, p2 is equal to ampersand p1. So ampersand p1 is nothing but address of p1. P1 is now stored at the address 3000. So compiler will fetch this 3000 and then that address will be stored in the variable P2. So if you see here, P2 is having the value as 3000. Now let us see what are all these things. Is this address 3000 address of a data variable? You can see here, is the 3000 address of a data variable? No. This 3000 is address of another pointer variable. Whereas what about this 2000? This is nothing but address of data variable a. Okay, so now I want to access this variable a, that is nothing but 10. I want to access this value 10 by means of this a, then p1 and then p2. How to do that? For example, if I want to print this 10, directly I can access with the help of the variable a by means of printf %d comma a. This is a normal way we do. Now, how to access with the help of this pointer? If you see here, pointer p1 contains the value 2000, that is giving you directly the address of a. So, if you want to access a with the help of this pointer, you take this address 2000, go one level to that memory, then you will get the value. So this 10 is nothing but value at the address of 2000. So I want to get the value at the address of 2000, so I am writing star p1. Whereas if you want to access this 10 with the help of p2, what you have to do? Go to p2, take the value. This value is now 3000, it is not the address. Now go to that address, again take one more value, this is now 2000. Now you will go to this address, you will take the value. That is now the final value. Okay, so now how many levels you are going? First you are taking this address, okay, then you have to get the value at this address, that is nothing but 2000. So if you write p2, you will get 3000. If I want this 2000, I have to write star p2, because I have to take p2, I should go to that address, then only I will get 2000. So 2000 is nothing but star p2. Now if you want to get this 10, again you take this 2000, go to that address, so nothing but value at this address. So you put one more star here. Now if I write star star p2, that is going to give me the value of this particular variable, that is nothing but 10. Okay, so remember, if you use single pointer to access the variable, you can use star pointer name. If you use double pointer, you have to write star pointer name to access the value of the data variable. Otherwise you will get only the address of other variables the pointer is pointing to. So in all these three statements, I am printing the value of the variable, that is nothing but 10. Let us consider the second program. Here I have a variable a which is having the value as 10. Similar to the previous program, I have written 4, 5 and 6, line number 4, 5 and 6. If you see line number 7, this is a new line I have added. So in this I have triple pointer. So triple pointer p3, that is going to have ampersand p2. That means I have to, up to this p2, the previous diagram you can use. Now I'm going to add this particular box. Okay. So here, what is this P3 is, it is going to contain address of P2. That means P2 is stored at the address 4000. You take the address 4000 and store it in the pointer variable P3. Okay. Now P3 is allocated with the memory location 5000. Again, 8 bytes of memory will be allocated to P3 starting from 5000 up to 5007. But now in that memory, I am storing the address of P2, that is nothing but 4000. Now, how to access this variable A? So as seen in the previous slide, you can access this A either by using normal A or by using, here you can see P1 is pointing to this directly. So you can use either by using star P1, or otherwise if you want to go to P2, you have to first come to P1, then only you can come to A. So you have to write star star P2. If you want to access the same thing by means of P3, first by one star you will go to P2, another star you will go to P1, by third star you will go to this A. So 3 stars you have to write to get the value of P3. All the 4 ways I am printing the value of the variable A, that is nothing but 10 is printed. Now let's see what I'm doing in line number 9. So in line number 9, I am writing star star P2 is equal to 20. Let us see how compiler interpret this one. First, compiler take P2. P2 is nothing but 3000. Okay, then star P2. Star P2 means it has to go to the address 3000, then take that value. So go to the address 3000 and take the value. So 2000. This 2000 is now star P2. But you have written star star P2. So again, take this 2000, go to that address. Here we have 10. Okay, now there you have to change the value as 20. So after line number 9 is executed, in variable A, you will have 20 instead of 10. Because we have changed the value by means of star star P2. Now I am printing the value as I have done in the line number 8. So now what will happen is, previously 10 was printed. Now in this memory location, I have changed as 20. So when I print either A or star P1 or star star P2 or triple star P3, in all the cases, I'll be accessing this variable only. So the new value 20 will be printed. So if you see the output, in all the 4 cases, 20 is printed. So whenever you have a pointer variable, if you change anything in the memory, you can see here, I am doing the change only with the help of this pointer variable P2. Even though I am doing with the help of the pointer variable P2, since it is directly changed in the memory location, it will be reflected when I access through all the remaining pointers.